In a chilling tale of deception and terror, the Claremont serial killer lured 23-year-old childcare worker Jane Rimmer into his car with a sinister trick. Jane had met a man she believed to be her safe chaperone, nicknamed Bogsy, who promised to protect her during nights out in Perth's party district. Unbeknownst to her, the so-called protector turned out to be the remorseless serial killer who haunted the Western Australian capital for years. Welcome to the channel, subscribe and let's dive in. The Claremont serial killer's reign of terror claimed 3 victims, Jane Rimmer, Ciara Glennon and Sarah Spiers, between January 1996 and March 1997. Although Bradley Robert Edwards was convicted of murdering Miss Rimmer and Miss Glennon in 2020, the fate of Miss Spiers remains a haunting mystery, as her body was never found. The story of Jane Rimmer serves as a stark reminder of the evil that can lurk behind seemingly trustworthy faces and the impact of such heinous crimes on communities. In a haunting moment captured by CCTV footage, Jane Rimmer's fate takes a chilling turn as she encounters a tall, dark-haired man on the fateful night in Claremont. Little did she know that this encounter would lead to her in the clutches of a suspected serial killer. Months earlier, Jane had confided in her best friend, Kimdelia Cole, about a new acquaintance known as Bogsy, who promised to be her trusted chaperone in the party district of Claremont, which was already gripped by fear. During their lengthy phone conversation, Jane reassured Kimdelia that she had a pre-planned safety measure in place, placing her full trust in this friend to ensure her safe return home. However, as the night wore on, Jane failed to make it back to her flat, leaving Kimdelia with an unshakable sense of dread. She knew deep down that her friend had become the victim of the suspected serial killer haunting Claremont. The subsequent years saw the police tirelessly searching for the man who had deceived Jane and shattered the lives of those who loved her. It wasn't until 12 long years later that the existence of crucial CCTV footage depicting Jane's final moments outside the Continental Hotel came to light. In the footage, Jane can be seen anxiously waiting, her jacket held close until a tall, dark figure approaches. Their interaction revealed a seemingly warm and friendly encounter, unbeknownst to Jane of the darkness that awaited her. It wasn't until 2017 that the pieces of the puzzle started coming together, leading to the arrest of Bradley Robert Edwards, a seemingly unremarkable Telstra technician. Edwards was charged with the murders of Jane Rimmer and Perth lawyer Ciara Glennon, igniting intense media scrutiny and public fascination. As the spotlight shone on Edwards, his high school years became a subject of investigation and something extraordinary emerged. In his school yearbook, his nickname was revealed to be Bogsy, a name that bore an eerie resemblance to the moniker Jane had used for her trusted friend. Kimdelia Cole, Jane's best friend, was astounded when she learned about Edwards' nickname. Memories flooded back, and Kimdelia realized that Bogsy was the same man who had supposedly vowed to protect Jane on that tragic night in Claremont. The revelation sent shivers down Kimdelia's spine as she revisited the CCTV footage of Jane's last moments, comparing it to images of Edwards. She became convinced that her friend had unknowingly fallen into the hands of a cunning killer who had duped her with false assurances of safety. The trial showcased the CCTV footage, but it was never explicitly linked to Edwards, and his nickname Bogsy was never introduced as evidence. Yet, the horrifying truth was that Jane's fate was just one part of a larger pattern. Edwards had a history of predatory behavior, with incidents ranging from attempting to kidnap a social worker to sexually assaulting a teenager. Fingerprint records tied him to the notorious Huntingdale Prowler, a prowler who terrorized the Perth suburb as a teenager, targeting women and stealing their underwear. Jane's murder shattered the Rimmer family, who had lived near Claremont, the epicenter of the killings. It also devastated Kimdelia, who fondly remembered Jane's independent spirit and determination. Throughout the years, Kimdelia had tirelessly supported the police investigations, feeling compelled to defend her friend's character against assumptions of irresponsibility. She knew Jane would never willingly enter a car with a stranger. Now, as Edwards serves his 40-year sentence in Casuarina prison, Kimdelia contemplates confronting him, driven by the need for answers. She longs to ask why he took Jane's and Ciara's lives, and most importantly, where Sarah Spiers' body can be found. The Spiers family, along with the other Claremont victims' families, deserve closure. In a recent revelation, a horse trainer came forward with a disturbing encounter from January 1996, the same day Sarah Spiers disappeared. The trainer claimed to have witnessed Edwards emerging from bushland in the Perth hills near an isolated Telstra hut, carrying a shovel. Fearing an attack, the trainer retreated only to find the Telstra vehicle vanished upon his return. As the pieces of this haunting puzzle continue to unfold, we delve into the story of Jane Rimmer, the friendship she shared with Kimdelia, and the relentless pursuit of justice for the Claremont victims. Thank you for watching.